A long time ago, a shooting star fell on Nanshan, creating a green land that gave birth to cruel owls. To destroy them, the Nanshan Hunter Organization was born, divided into 3 families: Blade, Dog, and Whip, meeting periodically to secretly patrol the mountains. Many years passed, and everyone thought the world was at peace. But under the green earth owls silently blended in with humans. At a shelter deep in the mountains, the CEO of the Ruishan Pharmaceutical Group, named Yin Fu, donated many supplies. Also, he brought a helper to the shelter named Go Yin. The man standing next to Go Yin, named Xiong He, reminded him to watch the kid in the green shirt. Director Zheng asked a girl named Xiao Wang to show Go Yin around. Go Yin lost track of the kid in green and immediately craved Xiao Wang's bandaged hand. That same day, a female architect named Nie Juliuo also came to explore the mountains. A guide named Sun Zhou told a story about an old lady who raised orphans. Everyone compared the old lady to a living bodhisattva, but she was actually a man-eating mountain ghost. The villagers feared the story was true, so they donated money to build a temple for Zhong Kuei Jinjun. They believed his protection would chase away all ghosts, big and small. Juliuo wondered, does Zhong Kuei have 3 heads and 6 arms? She wanted to stay to study this statue. While waiting for his guest, Sun Zhou relieved himself and called his girlfriend to chat. Right when he heard a loud noise, he curiously went to check. He took out his phone, filming the journey exploring the dangerous forest. On this side, Juliuo finally finished wiping the Zhong Kuei statue. She heard a loud scream, right when the sky suddenly turned dark. Turns out Sun Zhou was running for his life. He rushed down the field, sending a signal that made the mountain ghost feel constant pain. Sun Zhou took the chance to cross the field to run to where the car was parked. He started the engine, then sped off, leaving Juliuo behind. Meanwhile, at the orphanage, Yin Tuo sneaked into Go Yan's room. He searched the suitcase and quickly took photos of his ID papers. Just then, Xiong He called to say he would keep secret the fact that Yin Tuo came here with him. Yin Tuo used the excuse of going to meet a guest. Unexpectedly, Go Yin stood right behind. He lost control, rushing to attack the other person. Yin Tuo tried hard to control him, not letting himself get bitten. He grabbed the curtain to wrap around Go Yan's neck, then push him out the window. After being left behind, Juliuo urged the travel company to quickly send another guide to pick her up. But she had not finished speaking. The phone ran out of battery. She saw the orphanage, but no one came out to open the gate. She had to go around to the back. She accidentally met Yin Tuo. She planned to ask for help, but he coldly went inside the car. She knew he was not willing to help, so she had to walk back to the hotel. Looking at Go Yin in the trunk, Xiong He injected medicine into him. Yin Tuo explained he planned to meet a guest, but forgot to bring the phone. He came back to get it and conveniently give Go Yin some money. Right when Xiong He called, Go Yin, with a face full of blood, rushed toward him. Xiong He wondered where the blood on Go Yan's face came from. Going deep into the forest, Xiong He discovered the body of teacher Xiao Wang. He accidentally stepped on Sun Zhou's phone holding the Xin High hotel room card. Finally, Juliuo also arrived at the hotel. She heard the sound of things breaking in the room next door, so she went over to check. Sun Zhou opened the door and said he was quitting his job. Juliuo looked at the wound on Sun Zhou's shoulder and hurriedly rushed into the room. She questioned what exactly had happened. Sun Zhou said he met the mountain ghost just now, right when the electricity in the whole hotel went out. Sun Zhou panicked and ran to hide in the room. Juliuo saw a shadow stop in front of the door, so she immediately hid down next to the table. And Xiong He walked in. Right when Sun Zhou ran out, he knocked Sun Zhou unconscious, but was attacked by Juliuo from behind. She held a pen as a weapon and quickly controlled Xiong He, but he seemed to feel no pain, calmly pulling out the pen sticking in his hand. Juliuo had to wrap a curtain to cover his eyes to run out and press the alarm bell. She blended into the crowd and unexpectedly bumped into Yin Tuo. They both realized they had met each other behind the orphanage. Juliuo hurriedly hid in the storage room to disguise herself to help fool Xiong He. She went back to save Sun Zhou, but heard footsteps outside, and Xiong He looked into the peephole. Just then, the hotel electricity flashed on. Juliuo watched him leave and finally breathed a sigh of relief. She looked at the wound on Sun Zhou's shoulder. It looked exactly like bite marks. After losing Juliuo, Xiong He reported to Yin Tuo's aunt named Lin Shiro. He said Go Yin smelled the scent of blood on the orphanage teacher's hand. He just uprooted so he could not control himself and ate indiscriminately. He had controlled the situation, but Yin Tuo was also present. Lin Shiro immediately got angry, making everything shake. She reminded her nephew to remember that the group developing to this day was not easy. Business is like a battlefield. So the aunt does everything to protect the nephew. Looking down from above, Zhu Luo saw Xionghe had not left yet, so she sent a view once message, notifying the license plate number of Yin Tuo. At the Nanshan rescue team, some members of the hunter group had gathered. A new person named Xiao Guji joined the mountain patrol mission for the first time. He heard that among the 3 families in the hunter group, his dog family is responsible for searching and attacking. The whip family is responsible for whipping to drive them away, and the blade family deals critical hits. The person connecting the families is Jiang Bai Chuan. He said the ghost whip is not in China, but whenever there is an emergency situation, he will immediately come right away. Mad Dog has a slightly eccentric personality. He will arrive in a bit. Feng Dao just sent a view once message. Perhaps he is patrolling. Old Jiang called the gatekeeper named Datu to report that Feng Dao sent a license plate number. Just when Datu caught sight of a car with the exact same license plate, he blocked the road to take the chance to sniff the smell inside the car. Yin Tuo wanted to return to the city, but Datu said there was just a landslide ahead. He used the excuse of getting off work to take Yin Tuo to the rescue team. He got in the car, immediately texting to notify that he smelled Al's scent. Yin Tuo was driving behind. Suddenly, he saw another car heading toward the city. He then called the traffic center to ask, only to know the road was cleared since the afternoon. Yin Tuo suddenly stopped the car. Sure enough, the 2 started to act. He unexpectedly steered the wheel, making the 2 unable to react in time. 2 cars chased on the road, but the 2 avoided an excavator, so he lost track of Yin Tuo. Meanwhile, at Xianhai Hotel, Xionghe forced the receptionist to provide information on the guest in room 302. The receptionist refused to reveal it, immediately getting a handful of candy stuffed into the mouth by him. From afar, Zhu Luo took the chance to escape the hotel. Xionghe intended to hurriedly chase after, but was blocked by the police. Zhu Luo quickly put Sun Zhou in the car, then successfully escaped. Just then she received a message reporting the 2 lost track of the car, carrying the owl. She was busy looking at the phone, so she almost crashed into Yin Tuo's car. He hurriedly ran over to ask, unexpectedly meeting the girl running away from Xionghe again. He called her to wake up, accidentally seeing a black bundle under the trunk. He went down to check. Sure enough, there was a person hidden in there. When waking up, Zhu Luo was startled looking at Yin Tuo. He told her not to be afraid because he was not a good person, because she was not good either, so the 2 of them were the same. Instead of being afraid, she could introduce herself or the person in the trunk. Zhu Luo said she did sculpting and went to the suburbs to find creative materials. Because the driver was heavily injured, she was taking him to the city for emergency aid. Yin Tuo wondered, did Zhu Luo stuff the patient into a suitcase? He saw that she was not giving emergency aid, but looked more like dumping a body. Yin Tuo picked Zhu Luo's pocket to look at her citizen identity card and phone. He admitted her hands were rough like a sculptor. However, she could also be a twisted female assassin. Zhu Luo told Yin Tuo to go to her personal page to look at her works. If she went missing, the manager and fans would find out soon. Yin Tuo mocked Zhu Luo for having over 2,000 followers. You also claim to be famous? He posted a status for her, saying she is closing the door to focus on creating. Zhu Luo's eyes gradually became sharp, warning Yin Tuo to put the phone down, because she is easy to invite but hard to send away. Nia Zhu Luo, I am very good at sending people away, even sending them to the Western Heaven. Zhu Luo knew his trunk also hid something shady. She suddenly had an asthma attack but dropped the spray. Yin Tuo had to go back to the car to get water and was immediately ambushed by Zhu Luo from behind. She knocked him out, then checked the trunk. Sure enough, Yin Tuo hid an earth owl. Arriving at the pier, Zhu Luo handed 3 goods to old Jiang. He wondered, after many years of not meeting, could she not start with a greeting? Zhu Luo urged old Jiang to quickly calculate the price of the 3 goods first. That is the debt between her and the Nanshan hunters. Old Jiang thought no one could stop Zhu Luo, so she did not need to pay the debt. Just peacefully live the artist's life. But Zhu Luo thought that emotional debt is heavier than money. She handed over 3 goods plus a mission. Consider us out of debt. Next patrol, she will withdraw completely. Opening the trunk, Zhu Luo introduced Yin Tuo working for the earth owl. Her guide was bitten by an earth owl. Old Jiang looked at the wound that had taken root, even sprouted. He smelled the earth owl's scent. But why in human shape? Old Jiang did not expect them to evolve to this level. Zhu Luo wanted to save Sun Zhou, leaving it to old Jiang to handle the other 2. While visiting the pier, Zhu Luo caught the life-and-death knife of Xing Shun, nicknamed Mad Dog. He praised her for being worthy of the name Feng Dao. Doing missions outside also harvested more than him patrolling the mountains. He knew she wanted to leave the organization, but the human-shaped earth owl just appeared. We are facing a situation that generations of hunters have never met. Luo, we trained hard since childhood. Isn't it to make Earth Owls disappear completely? Now the chance has come, why do you leave? Shun, I do not want to go through life and death separations anymore. We carry out the mission to wipe out Earth Owls, but a whole generation has never seen a real Earth Owl. Who knew the first time we met one, it would be in human form. So I was scared and wanted to run away. I know you want to be a hero, but you have to remember that chaotic times also create ghosts. On the way back, Jiu Luo remembered the past. Her mother would rather abandon her husband and child than miss the periodic mountain patrol, because she thought that was her responsibility and also to protect her family. Later, both her parents passed away, and Jiu Luo had to live with a difficult aunt. They could not afford to raise a child, so they sent her to Old Jiang. He took her to the Nanshan Education Center to meet her mother's best friend. Ms. Ling said, "All hunters owe Jiu Luo's mother for saving their lives. So from now on, this place will become her home." At that time, Xingxin was busy looking at Jiu Luo, so he was punished by the teacher. Waiting until night, Jiu Luo went out to practice with Xingxin. He said his nose was not sensitive, so he could not catch owls in the dark yet. But he would work hard at martial arts to knock all their teeth out. Jiu Luo wanted to join Xingxin to chop them into 100 pieces. After a few years, everyone had to say goodbye to Ms. Ling. Because after the battle with Jiu Luo's mother, Ms. Ling was heavily injured. Even though she used natural fire to stay alive, her body gradually got weaker. Xingxin encouraged Jiu Luo because they were patrolling the mountain and could not meet MS Ling for the last time. Jiu Luo did not understand what exactly she was protecting. Finally, Jiu Luo also returned her home. She stood in the yard sunbathing and suddenly felt lighter in her heart. Sister Lu came out to welcome Jiu Luo and asked what the mistress wanted to eat tonight. Going up to the studio, Jiu Luo poured her feelings into the colored paper. She was very happy because she was one step closer to freedom. She folded her written thoughts into a star to put in her diary storage. At the Nanshan rescue team, Xingxin went in to interrogate Yin Tuo. However, Yin Tuo wanted to ask many more things. He wondered, what exactly are Earth Owls? Xingxin questioned, what is the relationship between the thing in the trunk and Yin Tuo? He said he just met him for the first time yesterday. He guessed he was an Earth Owl, and this is an organization that is sworn enemies with Earth Owls. Xingxin interrogated, how many human-shaped Earth Owls are left? He knew Yin Tuo was not an Earth Owl, and he knew every detail about the CEO of Ruishan Group. Yin Tuo criticized the organization for not valuing loyalty, which was why Jiu Luo wanted to leave this misery. Meanwhile, Lin Shiro was punishing Xionghe. Xionghe guaranteed he would quickly find Yin Tuo and bring him home. In the ice house, Yin Tuo was shivering. Right when he heard Xionghe call, he hurriedly spoke up, and the guard named Shan Chong immediately taped Yin Tuo's mouth shut. Below, Xionghe brought troops to save Go Yin. Above, Shan Chong just finished dealing with 2 of Xionghe's underlings. He told his teammates to keep watch so he could go in to escort the hostage. Shan Chong saw Yin Tuo untying the ropes, hurriedly rushed to stop him, but it was too late. Yin Tuo counterattacked Shan Chong. On this side, Jiu Luo hadn't eaten a home-cooked meal in a long time. Right when Old Jiang called to report, there was not just one human-shaped Earth Owl. Their accomplices came. Taking the Earth Owl and Yin Tuo to escape, Shan Chong's life was not in danger, but Sister Hua was still in critical condition. During the fight, the guard whip in Sister Hua's hand was effective, which proved the opponent was indeed an Earth Owl. However, he was too hard to deal with. Moreover, the dog family did not smell the scent on him, so they did not provide backup in time. Old Jiang reminded Jiu Luo that she agreed to join a mission before leaving the team. He hoped she would get ready. Looking at her injured brother, Yin Tuo's sister, named Lin Ling, was extremely worried. Yin Tuo used the excuse that he went mountain climbing, so he slipped and got some scratches. Just then, Aunt Lin came in, thanking Lu Xian for coming all the way here to treat him. Lu Xian was always grateful to the Ruishan Group for sponsoring him until he graduated from the Academy of Oriental Medicine. Aunt Lin told Lin Ling to take Lu Xian outside for tea. Knowing his aunt was wondering, Yin Tuo actively explained. He said on the way back he encountered a landslide. He could not see clearly, so he crashed into a car coming from the opposite direction. When he woke up, he was locked in an ice cellar. There were a few people among them who seemed very interested in Go Yin. Aunt Lin revealed the group is doing experiments on human bodies, because relying on animals will take a lot of time. If Ruishan Pharmaceuticals is one step slow, the market will be taken by rivals. So Aunt Lin took a shortcut to test a drug that increases cell activity. She recruited many volunteers, but only Go Yin was the most suitable. The group gave him some money and even arranged a job at the orphanage. Then the medicine caused side effects that made Go Yin go crazy. Aunt Lin guessed the gang that kidnapped Yin Tuo wanted to take down the Ruishan group. Xiao Tuo, welcome to the adult world. In the middle of the night, Ju Luo felt there was an intruder. Yin Tuo sat boldly in the studio, asking if she woke up so early. She calmly shined the light straight into his face. Yin Tuo thought the crime of breaking in was lighter than intentionally causing injury. But Jiu Luo remembered that self-defense does not mean going to jail. Yin Tuo said he had a few questions, hoping she could answer them. Jiu Luo forced Yin Tuo to stand up. Because he was sitting on a throne sculpted in 1946. She took the chance when he was not paying attention to suddenly attack. Yin Tuo resisted, asking Jiu Luo to calm down and listen to him finish speaking. She showed no mercy, continuously pointing the knife at him. Yin Tuo had to pick Jiu Luo up, but she used a shirt strap to wrap around his neck. He hurriedly put her down on the chair to struggle free from the stubborn girl's hands. After a while of fighting, Yin Tuo rolled up his sleeves to attack, but Jiu Luo quickly controlled him, pressing him down to the floor. Yin Tuo pulled Jiu Luo down, unfortunately knocking over her statue. Jiu Luo continuously threw punches, right when Sister Lu asked if the mistress was okay. Jiu Luo said her hand slipped, leave it for tomorrow to clean. She just finished speaking, then chased after Yin Tuo to hit him. She accidentally kicked Yin Tuo, almost falling downstairs, and hurriedly held his hand tight. Jiu Luo heard Sister Lu's voice, so she let Yin Tuo fall freely. Luckily, the floor was low, so he escaped safely. The next day, Jiu Luo went to see a boring exhibition. She caught a ride back, unexpectedly meeting Yin Tuo again. He wondered, since she does art, why is she so good at martial arts? Jiu Luo criticized Yin Tuo for being too weak, so she was afraid he would fall and dirty her yard. Yin Tuo blamed Jiu Luo because she still threw him downstairs in the end. So she had to compensate with 3 answers. Jiu Luo refused, and even gave Yin Tuo a chance to drop her off, but he wanted to see who would really be afraid. Yin Tuo sped up the car at breakneck speed, even crashing into the divider. He suddenly stopped the car, wondering how long it would take to reach the ravine ahead. Jiu Luo thought it would take longer than the time she spent beating him to a pulp. So Yin Tuo drove faster and asked, "What exactly are earth owls? Why are you sworn enemies with them?" Yin Tuo, "Why should I answer you?" Jiu Luo, "Because you don't have a choice." Yin Tuo didn't slow down, asking Jiu Luo if she was scared yet. Yin Tuo, "If you have the guts, don't hit the brakes." Jiu Luo, "If you have the nerve, don't say a word." Yin Tuo sped up regardless and drove the car straight into the river. He urged Jiu Luo to break the window, but she couldn't move a muscle. He guessed she had hydrophobia, so he told her to stay calm and breathe lightly to save oxygen. "We'll wait for the water to flood in to balance the pressure. Then we can open the car door." Jiu Luo, "Don't worry, trust me." The car slowly sank deep to the bottom of the river. Yin Tuo opened the door, reached over, and pulled Jiu Luo out. Waking up with a start on the bed, Jiu Luo saw Yin Tuo staring at her, and he continued to interrogate. "What exactly are earth owls?" "Yeah, Jiu Luo, who are you?" Jiu Luo was terrified because the water above her head was pouring down more and more. She woke up with a start and finally breathed a sigh of relief. Sister Lu brought a bowl of ginger tea and urged her mistress to drink it quickly to warm her stomach. She said that last night, when she went to open the door, she saw the mistress lying on the ground soaking wet. She washed the wet clothes and found an envelope in the pocket. Jiu Luo, I have one more question. When you shower, do you shake like a leaf? Or do you just never shower? Just then, old Jiang reported that Sister Hua was still in critical condition, but her staying in the hospital would expose us to the light. Entering the secret room, Jiu Luo plucked a guitar string, and behind the guitar, a sharp blade was revealed. At midnight, Yin Tuo sneaked down to the secret chamber. He brushed away the layer of ice to open the safe. He took the diary that his late mother left behind. Her name was Lin Shiro. She was extremely happy when she gave birth to a boy and a girl. But she felt that after giving birth to Yin Tuo, her body got much weaker, and by the time she gave birth to Lin Ling, she also suffered from urinary incontinence. Arriving to meet the client ordering 3 works, Jiu Luo called the manager to ask why he set the appointment at a cemetery. The manager thought that place was both airy and quiet. Jiu Luo looked at Yin Tuo and immediately turned around to leave. He questioned why her works represent new life, but hide so much suffocation and confinement. Jiu Luo said that outsiders always define Yin Tuo as a rich kid who spends money like water. If he truly likes her works, he should feel the similarity between the feeling of constraint and his own situation. Yin Tuo apologized for impulsively driving the car into the river, but he just wanted to find a chance to talk calmly. Taking Jiu Luo to the front of a tombstone, Yin Tuo told about a woman who ruined his family. She even stole his mother's name and took control of the Ruishan group. Yin Tuo remembered on his 5th birthday, his dad brought a woman named Song Xiu home. He used the excuse of fearing his pregnant wife would work too hard, so he hired a helper. However, over time, Song Xiu increasingly replaced his mother's position. That day it rained heavily, and his mother told him to stay home and wait for her. She said she was going to do something important, but left him forever. After that, Song Xiu told Yin Ta, from now on, call me Lin Shiro. She stole the name and naturally became the owner of his house. When he was small, he didn't understand things until he read his mother's diary. Yin Tua said that Lin Shiro took Go Yin to the orphanage. If he is an earth owl, he fears she knows how to turn earth owls into human form. Jiu Luo thought she shouldn't risk cooperating with Yin Tua, because after all, he was raised by Lin Shiro. Yin Tua thought that a hunter colluding with a wolf cub would have a chance to wipe out the whole wolf den. Moreover, he knew Jiu Luo was afraid of water, and he knew her address and job clearly, even her creative philosophy. He didn't dare guarantee he wouldn't drive into the river a second time. Jiu Luo praised Yin Tua for indeed not being ordinary, so she would take him to see a sculpture. Arriving at Zhenjun Temple, Jiu Luo told that in ancient times, a shooting star fell into the old forest of Nanshan. The shooting star melted, turning the ground green. After that, a wild beast that feared light started to appear. Local people called it by the name Earth Owl. It had a cruel nature, harming people indiscriminately. The emperor sent troops to fight the Earth Owls, forcing them to retreat to their underground dens. The soldiers who stayed to guard established the Nanshan Hunter Organization. Jiu Luo said, after being bitten by an Earth Owl, a layer of tissue, like a membrane, will appear on the wound. That is exactly taking root and sprouting. Yin Tua guessed Jiu Luo, and the people detaining him were all Nanshan hunters. Finally, guide Sun Zhou also woke up. Xing Shun said Sun Zhou had an infectious disease, so he had to be quarantined for treatment. The boy named Ma Tua immediately said, Earth owls are afraid of fire and light. Within 3 days, you must use sky fire to burn the wound bitten by an earth owl to be safe and sound. Calling Lin Ling to his private home, Yin Tua asked if she remembered. One time Xiong He broke 2 fingers. He used the excuse of falling off a bike, but not long after he was completely healed. Aunt Lin said Xiong He reattached the fingers, but why didn't he leave a scar? Also, Yin Tua saw with his own eyes Go Yin fall through the window. But within half a day, the wound was healed. Yin Tua told about a creature named Earth Owl born in ancient times, but unknown since when they had the ability to turn into human form. Lin Ling remembered on the day Yin Tua had the accident. She recorded the words Aunt Lin said to Xiong He. She regretted arranging blood bags for Go Yin at the orphanage. At the end of the recording, there was a vibration sound like a special frequency. Yin Tua suspected Aunt Lin was also an Earth Owl. Returning home, Lin Ling intentionally bumped into Aunt Lin. She hurriedly bent down to pick up the documents, then returned them to Aunt Lin. Meanwhile, at the hospital, the hunter team only sent one person named Bouquet to take care of Sister Hua, who expected Xiong He to disguise himself as a doctor, suddenly attacking Bouquet. Xiao Gaji watched from afar, hurriedly calling Shan Chong over for backup. Xiong He called his subordinate. Quickly get Bouquet into the car. Shan Chong was injured, so he was no match for Xiong He. Right when Gaji called security, so Xiong He drove away. On this side, Lin Ling continued to follow Aunt Lin. She discovered she hid the account books under the altar. Lin Ling waited for Aunt Lin to leave, then went in to unlock it. She quickly took photos of all the account books. Looking at the records of nurturing many subjects, Yin Tua guessed these were all Earth Owls disguised as humans. Goyan made a mistake, so he was crossed out. Lin Ling remembered when they were small, the 2 siblings went to a farm. Lin Ling naughtily hid from her brother, so she fell into a secret chamber. Yin Tua jumped down to catch his sister, unexpectedly hearing a loud noise. The 2 siblings hid in a corner, watching Aunt Lin transport man. Yin Tua took Lin Ling to sneak out, but got lost in another room. And there were many very scary bundles. Yin Tua guessed Aunt Lin turned Earth Owls into humans at the farm. Lin Ling was worried, begging her brother not to investigate anymore. But Lin Ling, if we shrink back because of fear, evil will become more and more rampant. Just then, the manager texted on behalf of Jiu Luo, meeting Yin Tua at the Bao Golan Hotel. Arriving at the meeting point, Yin Tua dressed very luxuriously. However, Jiu Luo was waiting for him at a spicy hot pot stall on the roadside. Yin Tua wondered why he had the honor to have dinner with an artist. Jiu Luo said, a friend is in Lin Shiro's hands. She wants to ask you to investigate his whereabouts and ensure safety for her friend. Yin Tua needs time to consider. Maybe finishing a plate of tasty beef intestine or a good night's sleep. Maybe taking a month to look at a beautiful financial report. But it could be just a mere moment. Depending on Jiu Luo's sincerity, she guarantees to be fair in everything. Yin Tuo immediately demanded Jiu Luo to add him as a friend on WeChat. Returning to visit Aunt Lin, Yin Tuo conveniently bought breakfast from a shop. He just looked at the financial report and saw the group growing very strongly. Aunt Lin told her nephew not to just look at the present, because the future is very unpredictable. Yin Tuo heard Xiong just caught someone. Aunt Lin knew her nephew wanted to share the worry, but shouldn't have much contact with trivial matters. She announced before going to the company she would stop by the farm for a trip. Under the secret chamber of the farm, Xiong interrogated Bouquet. He wanted to know every member of the Nanshan Hunter team. Bouquet declared the base was at the southern Heaven Gate. Personnel around 10,000 heavenly soldiers and generals. Later they planned to descend to the mortal world to subdue demons and eliminate ghosts. Just then Lin Shiro arrived to apologize for taking away one of Bouquet's legs 20 years ago. Above, Yin Tuo sneaked into the farm. He heard Xiong voice and hurriedly hid in the greenhouse. Lin Shiro knew Yin Tuo had his own opinions, but after all, he was raised by her. Lin Shiro told Xiong to continue interrogating the old man to extract information about Feng Dao at all costs. Yin Tuo waited for them to leave, then remembered the path leading down to the secret chamber. He saw a container warning of poison, so he disregarded it and unlocked it. Sure enough, this was exactly the entrance to the secret chamber. Yin Tuo stepped down, looking at the bloodstain exactly like when he was small. He walked on, right when he heard Bouquet's voice. He sneaked in asking if he belonged to the Nanshan Hunter team, but Bouquet warned that Feng Dao would come and then slice open the stomachs and chests of the whole flock of earth owls. Yin Tuo said he was not an earth owl, but Bouquet was no longer lucid. He looked at his neck and saw a needle mark. Just then the alarm bell rang. Yin Tuo frantically ran out. He just got up when he was caught by Xiong He said the greenhouse would automatically spray pesticide according to the set time. Aunt Lin worried about harming humans, so she set up a warning system. Yin Tuo remembered he worked as the CEO of Ruishan, but he felt like an outsider, not even understanding the core business segment, as well as an assistant. Xiong reminded Yin Tuo, don't use the excuse of learning about the work. Yin Tuo had to ask straight, why does Aunt Lin never age? Besides, Xiong was heavily injured many times, but only took a mere 2 days to fully recover. He was not a kid easily fooled, so he wanted to know the family secrets. He didn't want to live like a mascot, all day meeting this partner and that partner. If he couldn't be on the same side, then release him. Xiong saw Yin Tuo was about to stop breathing, so he put an oxygen mask on him. Reporting back to Aunt Lin, Xiong thought Yin Tuo was just curious and wanted to integrate with us. But Yin Tuo had discovered the difference in species, so there were only 2 choices left. 1 is to integrate, 2 is to leave. The first part needs Aunt Lin to tell everything, and the second part forces us to eliminate him. Aunt Lin thought it was time to lure the snake out of the hole. At the Nanshan rescue team, everyone assigned the schedule to take care of Sister Hua. Just then old Jiang reported the hospital just received a letter sent to Sister Hua. On it wrote, Dear Nanshan Hunters from an old friend at Jinrun Gate. Meeting with Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo ordered all dishes she liked. He said he asked the owner. The girl is beautiful but has a sharp tongue, looks classy but hides many secrets. Usually orders which dish? Jiu Luo took it as CEO, Yin complimenting her. He revealed Aunt Lin was interested in Feng Dao. They used tactics to torture Bouquet, but his lips were sealed. Bouquet only said Feng Dao could slash the Earth Owl's membrane, causing their stomachs to split open and their guts to spill out. Yin Tuo guessed Feng Dao is the Nanshan Hunter's trump card. He also wanted to keep helping Jiu Luo, but Xiong was already suspicious of him. So now it was her turn to pay up. Yin Tuo demanded that next time, if he asked her out, she couldn't refuse. Meeting up with Jiu Luo, Xing Shun reported that Bouquet was in danger. Jiu Luo asked for the time and location of the operation, but after finishing this mission, she would withdraw completely. Xing Shun thought that since the enemy just appeared, the Nanshan Hunters couldn't be without Feng Dao. However, Jiu Luo hoped Xing Shun would respect her decision. Xing Shun remembered years ago when Jiu Luo invited him to an exhibition on his day off. He refused because he hadn't trained enough. He wanted to try the Hua Quan Dan to boost his sense of smell, but she called him stupid. Hua Quan Dan is prepared using an ancient formula, helping hunters smell the owl scent from 100 miles away. Old Jiang advised Xing Shun not to take it, because if his nose cleared up, his eyes would go blind. However, Xing Shun had done his research. Hua Quan Dan only causes the pupils to dilate during the day. Old Jiang reminded him that taking Hua Quan Dan didn't guarantee he could become Mad Dog, but he didn't regret it so he could protect everyone better. Seeing Xiong hurriedly speed off, Yin Tuo secretly followed him, right when Lin Ling called to report that Aunt Lin was forcing her to date Dr. Lucien. Yin Toa suspected she had other motives for rushing to match the two of them. But Lucian's nature wasn't bad, so Lin Ling just went with the flow. At the rescue team, Old Jiang gathered the members of the Nanshan Hunter team. Their ancestors obeyed the emperor's order to enter the Nanba Old Forest, wrapping their heads and destroying owls to become warriors. They treated life and death lightly, protecting the people from danger. The dog family sniffed out the tracks, so the owls had nowhere to hide. The whip family's whistle thundered, leaving the owls helpless and stuck. The blade family feeds their blades with blood. Any owl they meet will be torn to shreds. Now the earth owls were invading again, praying for ancestors to protect all four directions. As long as Nanshan had no owls, the people would be at peace. On this side, Zhu Luo plucked a few notes on the guitar, then she drew her sharp blade to go carry out her final mission. In the deep forest, Xionghe set a trap for the Nanshan hunters, but they didn't show up until it was pitch dark. Xing Shun took the lead in the first battle, leaving some brothers down the mountain with Old Jiang. He told them that if things went south, he must retreat immediately. Meanwhile, Zhu Luo had gotten close to the target, and she discovered Yin Tuo was also tracking them. After confirming the target, Xing Shun gave the order to attack. They cut bouquets, binding ropes, and then rushed forward in a swarm. Xing Shun fought Xionghe, but he was no match for him. Just then, an earth owl suddenly appeared. Old Jiang also arrived, ordering the whip family to charge. The thunderous whistle made Xionghe dizzy. Xing Shun took the chance to attack him. However, Xionghe quickly overpowered Xing Shun again, and seeing that, the earth owl rushed in. Zhu Luo appeared just in time, slashing at the earth owl. It got scared and hurriedly ran away. She chased after it, but was suddenly counterattacked. The two sides fought. Zhu Luo drew her blade to slash the earth owl, but it was very fast and pushed Zhu Luo flat onto the ground. Just then, Yin Tuo shined his flashlight on the earth owl, allowing Zhu Luo to clearly see the necklace on its neck. The earth owl turned around and continuously attacked Yin Tuo. Zhu Luo hurriedly stabbed it from behind, chasing the earth owl away. Seeing Yin Tuo was heavily injured, she immediately took him back first. After chasing Xionghe away, Xing Shun reported to Zhu Luo that they were safe. They saved Bouquet without heavy losses. Zhu Luo reminded Xing Shun that he owed her an explanation about that earth owl just now. Taking Yin Tuo home, Zhu Luo feared there was no sky fire, so she would treat the wound first, but whether he lived or died depended on his fate. Outside, there was a thunderstorm, and Zhu Luo quickly cut open Yin Tuo's shirt. The wound on his body had started to get worse. In his delirium, Yin Tuo saw his mother blaming him for losing Exciant. He panicked and realized there was no one by his side anymore. Yin Tuo woke up with a start, his mouth still calling out for Exciant, Exciant. Zhu Luo said, "We're going to the top of Milan Mountain to wait for the sunrise. If we reach the highest point and still don't see the sun, don't blame me." On this side, Lin Shiro heard that Xionghe lost track of Bouquet, but a primordial earth owl suddenly appeared, and it even showed signs of being tamed. Turns out the person who tamed the primordial earth owl was exactly Xing Shun. Back at the base, Xing Shun confessed the earth owl came looking for him. Its name is Zhou Zhou, caught by the hunter team 20 years ago. Meeting privately with Old Jiang, Xing Shun said he arranged for Zhou Zhou to stay in a cave on the western slope. If everyone objected, he wouldn't let it return to the base anymore. Xing Shun said Zhou Zhou broke the door to get out, as if it sensed he was in danger. Just then Xing Shun smelled the owl's scent, immediately guessing Xionghe's gang was coming. Old Jiang told Xing Shun to take Bouquet and leave first, leaving a few people with good stamina to stay with him. If no one stayed behind to stall them, everyone would face dire consequences. Xing Shun, I entrust the Nanshan hunter team to you. Sure enough, Xionghe had received reinforcements, so the few hunters were no match for them. Xionghe went inside asking where everyone had gone. Old Jiang said his teammates went back to rest because only he needed to stay to deal with them. Xionghe sneered, telling his subordinates to come in and take the old man away, who expected that in less than a second he neatly dealt with two guys. Xionghe sighed, having to personally take action. Sitting on a mountaintop, Zhu Luo told Yin Tuo to stay awake to wait for the sky fire. The sun gradually emerged, shining magical light onto Zhu Luo's face. He didn't understand if it was the sun or her smile that was shining in his eyes. Zhu Luo congratulated Yin Tuo that his time was not up yet. She told him to try to endure the pain so the sky fire could heal the wound. Yin Tuo blamed Zhu Luo for not waiting for him to get ready. She clarified that the two of them were not friends or comrades. Yin Tuo was like Sun Zhou, both innocent people injured by earth owls. She saved him because she carried the duty of a Nanshan hunter. Meeting the old acquaintance again, Lin Shiro criticized Old Jiang for suffering from forgetfulness. Because we met at the Jinrin Gate 20 years ago, Lin Shiro asked old Jiang if he remembered how Bouquet lost a leg or not. She stepped closer, revealing beastly teeth exactly like Nanshur. Old Jiang remembered at that time the Nanshan hunters caught 2 primordial earth owls. The big earth owl bit off Bouquet's leg, then escaped, which was exactly Lin Shiro. Old Jiang caught the small remaining one and later gave it to Xingshan to tame. After saving Yin Tuo's life, Zhou Luo finally had time to breathe the fresh air. Yin Tuo now understood sky fire is actually sunlight. He wanted to relax a bit more, so he went back to the car to get food. Yin Tuo said nowadays for socializing, playing golf or going to bars is no longer trendy. They like blending into nature like camping and fishing. So in his car, he is always equipped with enough necessary tools. Yin Tuo watched Zhou Luo eat noodles and immediately remembered his sister. When his mother was alive, she often cooked this type of noodle for the 2 siblings, but she went missing. On the way back, Zhou Luo wondered why Yin Tuo hung 5 coins under the statue. He said the symbol round on the outside and square on the inside helps ward off evil and pray for peace. He asked if she blamed him for ruining the work. Zhou Luo said the hermit duck was created by her in the early stage, having no profound creative philosophy. Yin Tuo analyzed hermit, meaning a scholar living in seclusion, not working as an official, only wanting to be happy and not caring about fame and profit. Zhou Luo did not expect the eldest son of Rushan Group to also buy this kind of toy. Yin Tuo said his sister had liked rubber yellow ducks since childhood, so every time he saw a duck, he thought of his sister. Zhou Luo said wait until Yin Tuo finds his sister. She will make a one-of-a-kind hermit duck to gift her. Before leaving, Zhou Luo did not hope to meet Yin Tuo again. She told him if he wanted to repay the life-saving favor, then don't mention her to anyone, because she would no longer have relations with the Nanshan hunters. But she thought he could rely on them to take revenge for his mother. At the moment Zhou Luo was about to get off the car, Yin Tuo felt a bit regretful. She admitted he wasn't completely without merit. Entering the house, Zhou Luo planned to put away the blade. She saw the necklace printed with the name Nye Zhuoluo that old Jiang personally put on her years ago. That was also the first time she held the life and death knife in her hand. Luo, from now on you are Feng Dao. Zhou Luo dripped blood onto the life and death knife so the two could become one. However, now she just wanted to live a normal life. Rushing into Zhou Luo's house, Xingshan reported that old Jiang was in trouble. On this side, Yin Tuo went to find Dr. Lucien. He wondered if Lucien was running an underground clinic. Lucien corrected that he made a place combining Eastern and Western medicine. Whether injured or sick, anyone could find a haven at his place. Yin Tuo guessed Aunt Lin sponsored Lucien to treat Xionghe subordinates under the table. Lucien asked Yin Tuo, "Don't you also work for the Rushan group?" Yin Tuo said Lucien considered him on the same side, so check the wound for him. Lucien understood the hint. Considering Yin Tuo fell while mountain climbing. Arriving at the base in the forest, Zhou Luo looked at the messy belongings. She knew how hard old Jiang had to fight. Zhou Luo questioned why Xingshan left an old man behind. He wondered if he was captured. Would she also blame old Jiang like that? Meanwhile, old Jiang did not expect earth owls also knew how to enjoy tea. Lin Shiro mocked the Nanshan hunters falling into today's situation was due to the head. She remembered years ago the 3 families cooperated extremely smoothly, but this time fighting on a mountain, only Mad Dog gave his all. She didn't know when she would get to see the demeanor of the Whip and Blade families. Old Jiang thought Lin Shiro should feel lucky, because if she met them at the same time, she certainly wouldn't see the sun today. Lin Shiro wanted to actively find them, so she bothered old Jiang to reveal Feng Dao's identity. Old Jiang said his generation was called Old Blade. He remembered last night Xionghe beat him heavily. Lin Shiro did not believe an old Jiang who sacrificed himself to save teammates years ago would now confess the truth. Old Jiang thought he was being a hostage and lost the ace card Feng Dao, so there was no need to pretend in front of Lin Shiro. He confessed the truth to exchange for the freedom of his 4 accomplices. They only considered hunting as a job, not a mission. Missing old Jiang, the Nanshan hunter team was like a snake without a head. Bouquet knew he had little talent and was also hot-tempered. He nominated Xingshan, who was trained from childhood, always putting the interests of Nanshan hunters first. If Feng Dao and Ghost Whip were absent, Mad Dog leading was extremely reasonable. However, some people were still concerned about Xingshan raising an earth owl, but still many hands raised up. Even Ma Tuo trusted Xingshan. Bouquet counted more than half the team agreed, just waiting for Xingshan's opinion. He remembered before being captured. Old Jiang entrusted the heavy responsibility to him, so he accepted, temporarily taking the position of leader of the Nanshan hunter team. He reported that Ghost Whip and Feng Dao both confirmed they would join the action to save Old Jiang. Bringing food to Sun Zhou, a member discovered he had escaped. But Sun Zhou, ambushed from behind then, took the phone and ran away. Meeting Xing Shun, Jiu Luo said she had a friend who could help save Old Jiang. Just then a signal came from inside. Sun Zhou was missing. On the way to find Sun Zhou, Jiu Luo wondered why Xing Shun could locate him. Xing Shun said when escaping, Sun Zhou snatched Tu's phone. Luckily, Tu used the rescue team's specialized GPS. Jiu Luo reminded Xing Shun to install it on everyone's phones later. After escaping, Sun Zhou went to his girlfriend's house, but his eyes were full of blood veins. Just then the girlfriend came home, urging Sun Zhou to quickly drink water. However, he was attracted by the blood veins on her neck. Sun Zhou lost control, just like a beast attacking prey. But the ring on the girlfriend's hand made Sun Zhou waver. He couldn't stand it anymore and was immediately knocked out by Xing Shun. Jiu Luo went in to check. Sun Zhou's girlfriend hadn't been bitten yet. She asked Xing Shun to take Sun Zhou back to the base, trying to treat him. Starting a new day, Yin Tuo worked hard exercising. He changed clothes, drinking coffee to stay alert. Just when Jiu Luo set a meeting at 9 o'clock on Xiangui Road, Yin Tuo immediately went right away. Picking up Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo saw she was a bit tired. Jiu Luo reported Lin Shiro captured the leader of the Nanshan hunter team. She hoped he could help her save him. Yin Tuo immediately agreed, needing not ask much, because she actively contacted, proving the situation was very urgent. She opened her mouth to ask for his help, proving this person was very important to her. If he agreed, he would exchange for a chance to ask for her help. Jiu Luo wanted to settle the debt completely with a poisonous silver bracelet soaked in her blood. It could heavily injure an earth owl, helping him escape danger at critical moments. Yin Tuo guessed Jiu Luo temporarily postponed the plan to withdraw from the hunter team. He told her to sit in the car, wait for him to go buy breakfast. Yin Tuo came back looking at Jiu Luo asleep on the seat. He stood outside waiting, worried the car horn would affect her sleep. Yin Tuo saw Jiu Luo wake up, immediately urging her to quickly eat breakfast. But Jiu Luo was not in the mood, because Old Jiang was in danger. Yin Tuo said over the years, Lin Shiro's appearance did not change at all. Because Earth Owl's lifespans are very long, so whatever she does is meticulous and patient. No matter who the opponent is, she calmly steps back to strike back. Jiu Luo told Yin Tuo not to be reckless, but he could cause her pain. Coming to find Yin Tuo, the housekeeper named Sister C asked where he rushed to early in the morning. Yin Tuo said last night he had insomnia. Accidentally scrolling through the phone, he saw fried dough sticks. He remembered when small Aunt Lin often took the two siblings to eat at the shop behind the school. He craved it so much, so right when waking up he drove by, waiting for the housekeeper to leave. Yin Tuo reported to Lin Ling that Xiong He had captured the leader of the Nanshan hunter team. Lin Ling also took a photo of the car rental payment receipt. She suspected Aunt Lin wanted to take the human-shaped earth owls not yet crossed out to Shitsong. Meeting with Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo said a group of human-shaped earth owls were gathering together at Shitsong. Most of them went by plane. Only 2 people nearby drove their own cars. According to the information on the receipt, halfway, they would rest at Shurhi Hotel, just when the owner came to gift the regular customer a lover's sweet cake. Returning home, Jiu Luo reported the news to Xing Shun. He thought even capturing 2 human-shaped earth owls might not necessarily threaten Lin Shiro to release Old Jiang, but waiting for them to gather in full force. We wouldn't have a chance anymore. Waiting in front of Shurhi transfer station, Jiu Luo saw the exact license plate of the 2 human-shaped earth owls. She silently followed behind them, but an earth owl named Chun Fu quickly detected something unusual. Arriving at the rest stop, Chun Fu intentionally brushed past Jiu Luo. He told his teammate named Han Guan, "The green car has been following us all the way." Jiu Luo reported to Xing Shun she was at the rest stop. However, they had already noticed her. If the 2 earth owls dared to misbehave, she would deal with them right on the road. Just then Yin Tuo texted, but Jiu Luo only had time to send her location. After being sure they were followed, the 2 earth owls intentionally suddenly changed their route. They turned onto a deserted road to lure Jiu Luo to follow. She planned to call Xing Shun, but the phone lost signal. She took the blade down to deal with the 2 earth owls, but they were not sitting in the car. Jiu Luo went deep into the shipyard and was immediately ambushed by Chun Fu. She quickly regained the initiative, continuously slashing the blade towards him. Chun Fu was no match for Jiu Luo, so he was trapped up high by her. Han Guan suddenly attacked from behind, but Jiu Luo dodged in time. She immediately closed in, leaving him no way to retreat. She stabbed once, then pushed Han Guan, falling down from above. Just then, an old lady picking up trash was threatened by him. Han Guan took the chance to ambush Jiu Luo, but she quickly controlled the situation, drawing the life-and-death knife to finish off Han Guan. Jiu Luo ran back to the old spot, but Chen Fu had escaped the net. He suddenly attacked, making her unable to react in time. Jiu Luo struggled to get up, continuing to fight hand-to-hand with the Earth Owl. She was heavily injured, so she had no strength left. While struggling, Jiu Luo fell onto an iron bar. Chen Fu picked up the life-and-death knife, questioning who sent Jiu Luo. He looked at Han Guan, already dead, immediately realizing she was exactly Feng Dao. Just at the moment of life and death, Yin Tuo saved Jiu Luo in time. He looked at the iron bar piercing through Jiu Luo's body, while she had become delirious. Coming to find Lu Xian, Yin Tuo asked the doctor to save his friend. Lu Xian looked at the wound piercing through Jiu Luo's body. He urged Yin Tuo to cut her clothes so he could prepare to sterilize. Jiu Luo grabbed the scissors, cutting the clothes herself. Yin Tuo helped her take off the clothes. Looking at the deep wound on her back, he turned away, his heart suddenly aching. While waiting for Jiu Luo's surgery, Yin Tuo wiped all the bloodstains on the stairs. Following a recipe online, he stewed herbal soup to nourish her. Just when Lu Xian came out to report that Jiu Luo was temporarily stable, he smelled all kinds of herbs, questioning if Yin Tuo planned to poison her. Yin Tuo thanked his brother for helping him this time, but if Lu Xian dared to reveal half a word, he would make it impossible for his friend to live in Shizong. Lu Xian told Yin Tuo if he didn't trust him, just take Jiu Luo out of here. He would pretend nothing happened tonight, because he couldn't wait for the Earth Owls to arrive at the hotel and couldn't find Jiu Luo all along the way. Xing Shun had to withdraw the team to the base. He told the two and Shan Chong to each lead a team to continue investigating the whereabouts of the two human-shaped Earth Owls. Even though they had no scent, each team needed 3 people from the dog family. Shan Chong mocked the dog family for not being able to smell, but still knowing how to raise an alarm. The two reminded Shan Chong not to cause internal division. The important thing right now was to save old Jiang. Sitting by the bed, Yin Tuo gently cared for Jiu Luo. He saw her fingers always grasping at nothing, so he held them tight. Lu Xian entered the room, urging Yin Tuo to nap for a while. He wondered what Jiu Luo did for a living that her physique healed wounds so quickly. Just then Jiu Luo woke up, asking where the 2 Earth Owls were. Yin Tuo hurriedly shooed Lu Xian away, but he reminded the two they must leave here, because Xiong He could come here at any time. Lu Xian advised Yin Tuo to find a quiet place, convenient to frequently change bandages for the patient. To protect Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo had to carry her away. He told her to rest and let him deal cleanly with the 2 Earth Owls. But Jiu Luo didn't want to go home, avoiding sister Lu seeing her weak appearance. Jiu Luo, do you like eating dumplings? Turns out Yin Tuo knew a kind uncle named Chong Shi. He heard Xiao Tuo say Jiu Luo was injured, so he made dumplings with light filling. Yin Tuo thoughtfully wiped Jiu Luo's hands, then urged her to eat quickly to regain strength. Uncle Shi did not expect his nephew also knew how to take care of others. Taking Jiu Luo up to the bedroom, Uncle Shi told her, "Just stay here with peace of mind." Yin Tuo saw Jiu Luo in pain, hurriedly helping her sit down. Jiu Luo feared the 2 Earth Owls would provoke Lin Shiro, so she urged Yin Tuo to quickly deal with them. Going down to the kitchen, Yin Tuo asked Uncle Shi to cook a menu nourishing blood and qi for Jiu Luo. Uncle Shi wondered, did she just have a C-section? Yin Tuo corrected. Jiu Luo only had external injuries. Moreover, she was trustworthy and very important to him. On this side, Sister C forced Lin Ling to drink the whole glass of milk. Lin Ling drank it and immediately fell into a deep sleep. She woke up with a start in the middle of the night, feeling very uncomfortable inside. She went to bathe and discovered a needle mark on her arm. Under the farm's secret chamber, Go Yin finally woke up, realizing he was imprisoned. He lost control. He tried hard to break the chains, then attacked the person guarding the secret chamber. Returning to the shipyard, Yin Tuo dragged the 2 Earth Owls to the car. He saw a very strange wound on Han Guan's head, so he took a photo. Who expected Chan Fu was standing right behind, suddenly attacking him. But he was injured, so he was no match for Yin Tuo. Chen Fu questioned, "Isn't Yin Tuo Aunt Lin's adopted son?" Yin Tuo feared exposing his identity, so he finished off Chen Fu. He asked him to pass a message to Feng Dao that she wouldn't live much longer. Yin Tuo guessed Jiu Luo was exactly Feng Dao. He went back to pick up her stuff and carefully erased all traces. He removed all cameras, then pushed the car, carrying the Earth Owls into the river. After discovering Go Yin escaped, Xiong He quickly found him. Go Yin reached it dead, and so he rushed forward to open a path to survival. Returning to meet Lin Shiro, Yin Tuo saw her in Lin Ling's room. Lin Shiro told her niece to have a meal with Lucien this weekend. Lin Ling gathered all her courage to say she didn't want to go. Lin Shiro reminded the niece to remember she had nothing worth being picky about. Lin Ling questioned why the aunt always forced her to do everything. Lin Shiro slapped Lin Ling to wake her up, forcing her to obediently apologize. Going out to meet Yin Ta, Lin Shiro told the nephew to go in and advised the sister. She went downstairs to welcome the distinguished guests. They were all human-shaped earth owls gathering from everywhere. Meeting her brother, Lin Ling showed him the injection mark on her arm. She said last night she slept feeling groggy. She even felt someone touching her. Just then Lucien called to tell Yin Tuo to remember to thank him, because this morning Xiong He brought a heavily injured person for treatment. He heard them call the patient, named Go Yin, to wake up quickly to go down to the farm. Greeting Aunt Lin. Yin Tuo didn't know the house had guests, but they all recognized him as Aunt Lin's darling son. Yin Tuo silently guessed they were all human-shaped earth owls. A girl named Feng Mi showed interest in the handsome guy. Yin Tuo used the excuse of being busy with company work to ask to leave first. Going out, Yin Tuo called back Lucien. He asked his best friend to find a way to keep Go Yin there. Lucien feared he couldn't stop Xiong He, but could make Go Yin stay awake a bit longer. Going to get the 4 fluid, Lucien saw Xiong He standing right behind. Xiong He questioned, "Why is the fluid a different color?" Lucien said this medicine makes the patient wake up faster. Moreover, he owed Ruishan Group. He didn't forget the principle of loyalty to the hand that feeds. All these years, everyone came in and out of the clinic. He didn't ask questions nor demand a single cent, because he pitted everyone doing dangerous work without getting any credit. Yet no one worried that one day the police would burst in to arrest him for treating patients illegally. So he wanted to use a strong dose so everyone would leave here as soon as possible. Xiong He softened, urging Lucien to quickly change the 4 fluid. Sneaking into the farm, Yin Tuo looked for old Zhang's whereabouts in the secret chamber. Just then Lucien reported Go Yin took the strong dose but was still awake. So they just left? Yin Tuo heard footsteps, hurriedly hiding behind the wall. Feng Mi brought a fellow named Yang Zheng to prepare to welcome Go Yin. Yin Tuo accidentally saw a small room full of lab equipment. Outside, Xiong He had brought Go Yin back. Lin Shiro also arrived to beat Go Yin awake. Go Yin admitted his mistake, only asking for a way to live. Yang Zheng thought we were short of people, could keep him as raw material for experiments to improve uprooting, but Lin Shiro did not allow any mistakes to happen. Go Yin angrily bared his fangs and claws, but was stopped by Foamy Lin. Shiro told everyone to prepare to execute Go Yin. Inside, Yin Tuo received a message from Jiu Luo. He reported he was watching Go Yan's execution. She told him to remember to pay attention to safety. After chaining Go Yin, the group of Earth Owls started to perform a ritual. Lin Shiro hoped the first time executing a fellow kind would also be the last. She offered the blade, then stabbed straight down into Go Yan's head. Foamy finished cleaning up Go Yin, then reported that Jiang Bai Chuan was about to clean up the whole garden. At the Nanshan Hunter team, some people fear death, asking to withdraw to live a normal life. Just then a girl with a strong personality named Yu Rong stepped in, holding a whip. The sound of the whip in her hand made everything shake because she was exactly Ghost Whip. The hunter team lit the fire of hope, starting to burn incense to open the cauldron. Yu Rong questioned Xing Shun's crime of stealing the Whip family's job, secretly training an Earth Owl. Xing Shun said he had simulated 80% of the Earth Owl's communication frequency. If training Zhou Zhou was intensified, it could completely become a weapon to win victory. Yu Rong reminded him Earth Owls were not obedient seals. Coming to thank his good friend, Yin Tuo bought a lot of things for Lucien. He felt sorry for his friend staying in a small dark room all day, so he bought new clothes for his friend to go see stones with him. He was afraid his friend would worry about ruining expensive clothes, so he prepared another more suitable outfit. Inviting Master Wang to get out of the car, Yin Tuo introduced the strange stone garden. The guard asked CEO Yin to stop, because Aunt Lin ordered not to open the stone garden to strangers. Yin Tuo said Master Wang planned the urban layout for the whole Yiguan province. He worked very hard to invite him to see the strange stone garden, so not only open the door, but also treat him thoughtfully. Entering the stone garden, Yin Tuo discovered the exit to the back garden was carefully guarded. Master Wang pretended to cast a hexagram. Realizing today he couldn't see the lion, Yin Tuo called someone in to take care of Master Wang, so he could go rent an ambulance. He took the chance to sneak into the back garden. Sure enough, Aunt Lin detained old Jiang here. Yin Tuo called Jiang by Chuan to show him Jiu Luo's silver bracelet. Old Jiang asked Yin Tuo to pass a message telling Jiu Luo not to come save him. Staying here, he could extract information from the Earth Owls. They thought they held the initiative, so they wouldn't act rashly. That way Jiu Luo would be safe. Also, Jiu Luo must tell the hunter group to watch Zhou Zhou carefully, because it was not only a fighting tool, but also a very important hostage. Returning to visit Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo felt relieved seeing her sleep soundly. He asked what she liked to eat so he could prepare, but Jiu Luo only wanted to bathe, or at least wash her hair to stop the itching. Taking Jiu Luo to the backyard, Yin Tuo gently washed her hair for her. He told her to rest assured and heal because old Jiang was temporarily still safe. He also told her to watch Zhou Zhou carefully because it was both an effective tool and a very important hostage. Under the golden sunlight, Jiu Luo dried her hair. Yin Tuo returned Jiu Luo's phone, unconsciously dazed by her smile. He also prepared clay and a sculpting kit, but since her hands were injured, he brought some sculpting books as well. Yin Tuo, do you plan to be my manager? Yin Tuo returned the blade to Jiu Luo, which he had wiped clean. Jiu Luo, do you carry the nickname Feng Dao? At the Nanshan rescue team, Xing Shun took Yu Rong over to see Zhou Zhou. He said years ago the Nanshan hunters caught it, but at that time, Feng Dao sacrificed himself, and the Jinren Gate was also being urgently repaired. The remaining people didn't know how to finish off an Earth Owl, so they had to lock it up. After Feng Dao and Ghost Whip left, old Jiang had to give Zhou Zhou to Xing Shun. Yu Rong guessed Xing Shun considered Zhou Zhou a friend, but she advised him to clearly distinguish who was enemy and who was friend. Xing Shun knew the Whip family was always good at taming beasts. He asked Yu Rong to train a human freshly turned into an Earth Owl. Showing the photo of Han Guan's wound, Yin Tuo wondered if he was dead yet. Jiu Luo said, if an Earth Owl is hit on the top of the skull and the 7th cervical vertebra, it will fall into a sleep for about half a year. In the world, only Feng Dao can finish off an Earth Owl completely. But Yin Tuo remembered Lin Shi-Ro executed Go Yin. He thought waiting for Chun Fu to wake up, we could interrogate him. Jiu Luo questioned, did Yin Tuo lock Chun Fu in the trunk? He was startled, hurriedly going down to check. Seeing Chun Fu not yet awake, Yin Tuo breathed a sigh of relief. He apologized because he was busy going upstairs to see if Jiu Luo had recovered yet. She remembered primordial Earth Owls would wake up after the wound healed and peeled off, but she didn't know how human-shaped Earth Owls would change. Just then, Uncle Shi called the 2 children out to eat. Yin Tuo saw Jiu Luo stand up by herself, hurriedly supporting her. He awkwardly turned back to tie his apron. Seeing Uncle Shi made beef dumplings with Chinese herbs specifically for Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo blamed his uncle for discrimination. He remembered clinical trials for new drugs all needed many control groups, so he was willing to be a guinea pig to try the new dumpling formula. Uncle Shi stopped Yin Tuo, saying eating too much easily causes internal heat. Jiu Luo praised Uncle Shi for cooking even better than Sister Lu. She asked Uncle Shi to make 2 portions to deliver to her house, so she could secretly pick out the nutritious dumplings for Yin Tuo. He didn't like charity, but could eat gifts. In the small kitchen, Uncle Shi praised Jiu Luo for learning fast. Yin Tuo said she even sculpts works of art. Jiu Luo thought the dumplings were delicious thanks to the filling Uncle Shi mixed. Even if Yin Tuo wrapped them ugly, they wouldn't taste too bad. Yin Tuo corrected that his dumplings were very unique. He accidentally touched Jiu Luo's hand, making both of them embarrassed. She suddenly realized no matter how much Uncle Shi taught, the dumplings made by Sister Lu were still different. So primordial Earth Owls and human-shaped ones cannot be absolutely identical. Yin Tuo remembered Go Yin was executed for eating indiscriminately. Jiu Luo analyzed that the dog family couldn't smell human-shaped Earth Owls, but detected Go Yin. So eating indiscriminately would make them reveal the Earth Owl scent. Jiu Luo guessed primordial Earth Owls needed a layer of skin to turn into humans, but not just any skin could wrap them. Yin Tuo remembered in Aunt Lin's pile of documents there were also files about cohabitants. Jiu Luo wondered, living together, weren't they afraid of eating indiscriminately? Yin Tuo guessed Earth Owls wanted to imitate to be like humans. Lin Shi-Ro lived with him and even adopted Lin Ling. Yin Tuo felt Lin Shi-Ro always favored him more. She had strict requirements, recently even urging Lin Ling to marry Lu Xian. Jiu Luo guessed Earth Owls needed compatible blood to nourish the skin layer. So the cohabitant was exactly a blood bag, having a blood relation with the skin layer. They nurtured them so the blood bag would continue to reproduce. Yin Tuo looked at the cohabitant named Suan and I, immediately remembering when small he heard Lin Shi-Ro mention her father, which proved Jiu Luo's speculation was correct. Taking Jiu Luo back to the room to rest, Yin Tuo told her to climb on his back. He carried her step by step back to the bed. He feared she was wearing uncomfortable clothes, so he asked Uncle Shi to buy a few sets. Just then Uncle Shi brought a folding bed in. He asked Yin Tuo if during the day he forced him to wrap dumplings, and at night he still had to watch the patient. He saw Yin Tuo didn't do anything decent, but reminded him to take care of her thoughtfully. Jiu Luo laughed, telling Yin Tuo to quickly bend down. She gently wiped the flowers stuck on his cheek. A small, intimate action from her was enough to make his heart flutter. Yin Tuo went to shower, still lingering on the moment just now. Coming out, Yin Tuo reminded Jiu Luo to go to the bathroom. He saw her struggling to stand up, so he actively helped. A drop of water from Yin Tuo's hair fell onto Jiu Luo's neck. He lifted her up, then carried her into the bathroom. Jiu Luo was so tense, she only dared to breathe behind the door, because her heart was beating rapidly in her chest. Not used to lying on a folding bed, Yin Tuo tossed and turned unable to sleep. He planned to turn over, but unexpectedly, the whole bed collapsed. Jiu Luo tried hard to hold back laughter, pretending she was fast asleep. He saw her shoulders shaking, so he asked for permission to turn on the light to fix the bed. At the Nanshan rescue team, Xing Shun discovered the incense burner cabinet contained a secret mechanism. Inside stored a cloth bundle, including many ancient books. He remembered Ma Tuo liked researching classics, so he wanted to read together with him. Waking up in the morning, Yin Tuo ached all over his body. He said he even dreamed of flower flying all over the sky, extremely romantic. He reported today he had to go back to see what the human-shaped earth owls were doing. Yin Tuo, thank you. Yin Tuo reminded big favors don't need thanks. Just bank transfer is fine. Yin Tuo told Jiu Luo to rest, and she hoped he would be safe. Seeing Uncle Shi preparing to deliver dumplings to Jiu Luo's house, Yin Tuo carried the goods to the car to help his uncle, who expected just as he left. Chun Fu passed by. However, Jiu Luo discovered it in time. Calling Xing Shun, Jiu Luo reported old Jiang was safe. Xing Shun wondered who exactly Jiu Luo's friend was that could meet old Jiang. She remembered she once took Yin Tuo to the base. On the surface, he belonged to the Earth Owl's side, but actually stood on our side. Thanks to Yin Tuo, she captured 2 human-shaped Earth Owls. Going in to interrogate Chun Fu, Jiu Luo asked how Earth Owls turn into human form. Chun Fu said he knew Lin Shiro's son betrayed them, and also knew Feng Dao's appearance, so no matter what he said, he wouldn't escape death. Jiu Luo thought it was rare to meet a human-shaped Earth Owl, so she had to slowly explore Chun Fu's body structure. She asked again, what exactly is a blood bag? Chun Fu remembered Sister Lin taught they must experience human emotions. The shortest way is to raise a human child with one's own hands. Chun Fu wondered, how did Jiu Luo use Yin Tuo? Chun Fu said when never entering the black and white ravine, humans become ghost owls, and owls become demon humans. Jiu Luo heard a message sound, so she took Chun Fu's phone, discovering he was living with Su and I. On this side, Yin Tuo returned to meet Xionghe, just when he was looking for the whereabouts of Han Guan and Chun Fu. Yin Tuo told Xionghe, eat something first. Feng Mi came in to report she had found a suspicious car. Returning to pick up Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo reported Feng Mi had tracked down the license plate. That day, she went to the car rental company. She would know Jiu Luo borrowed the car, and Yin Tuo returned the car. So we must get the records and surveillance tapes before her. Arriving at the car rental company, Yin Tuo saw Feng Mi arrive first. She pretended to be betrayed by her boyfriend, who dared to rent a car to travel with a mistress. The employee fell for the beauty trap and let Feng Mi watch the surveillance tape in the lobby. Yin Tuo feared he wouldn't stop it in time, so he cut the circuit breaker right outside. Feng Mi drew a knife going out, suddenly startled, turning back. Sure enough, the surveillance tape was gone. In the car, Jiu Luo still thought about Chun Fu's words. He finished speaking, then bit his tongue. But she saw on his phone a note that the day after tomorrow was very important. Moreover, his wife, Su and I, also had many missed calls. Yin Tuo thought we could find Su and I. He asked Jiu Luo to quickly look up her address. Yin Tuo heard Su and I was in Heyang, so he called Lin Shiro. He reported Boss Meng had a new technology project, so he had to go to Heyang for a trip. Before leaving, Yin Tuo locked Chun Fu tight. He covered him with an extra rug, so Uncle Shi wouldn't discover him. Arriving at Heyang City, Jiu Luo saw Su and Ni dancing on stage. She told Yin Tuo to stay outside, because it's easier for girls to talk to each other. Waiting for Su and Ni to finish performing, Jiu Luo pretended to want to hire someone to stir up the atmosphere for the square. Su and Ni regretted because she had to perform here until next week. Jiu Luo asked for WeChat for convenient contact next time. She pretended her arm was broken by her boyfriend to exploit the other's private life. Su and I said she also used to date a bad man, but her current boyfriend was very good to her. Returning to meet Yin Tuo, Jiu Luo felt pity for an innocent Suan and I, who still thought she was very happy. Yin Tuo thought people who know nothing live carefree lives. Before he read his mother's diary, he was also very happy. Going to rent a hotel, Jiu Luo heard there was only one room left. Entering the room, Jiu Luo told Yin Tuo to sleep on the sofa. However, he found it slightly inconvenient because there was no screening. Jiu Luo, aren't you afraid I will molest you? Yin Tuo, you can't beat me in a fight anyway. Going to a braised dish shop, Yin Tuo paid attention to the owner's two children. Because when he lost his sister, they were also around their age. Jiu Luo saw Yin Tuo full of thoughts, so she wanted to have a drink with him. Who expected the Ruishan rich kid who entertained guests all day couldn't handle even one bottle. Yin Tuo was sure Jiu Luo drugged the wine. She corrected there was nothing in the wine, but in his heart existed a nail. It stuck deep into the flesh and would hurt sharply when suddenly poked. As a result, Yin Tuo fell asleep on the bed. Jiu Luo watched him, then quietly slept on the sofa. Waking up in the morning, Yin Tuo saw 28 missed calls from Boss Meng. He texted reporting his child was sick, so he couldn't come to meet Yin Tuo. Just then Lin Shiro called. Yin Tuo pretended he had discussed business with Boss Meng. Lin Shiro wondered why Boss Meng asked her to contact him. Yin Tuo hurriedly apologized to his aunt because last night he drank too much. Going to meet Jiu Luo. Yin Tuo probed if he did anything out of line last night. Jiu Luo wondered, did you forget your promise? Yin Tuo, you promised to support my artistic path. You even promised to book the art gallery for a month to hold a solo exhibition for me. Jiu Luo burst out laughing, criticizing Yin Tuo for poor alcohol tolerance. If yesterday she switched to white liquor, surely he would have donated his kidney too. Yin Tuo thanked Jiu Luo for keeping his kidney. She reported a man pretending to be a tourist, but actually watching Suan and I. Yin Tuo immediately went to ask him to take a photo for him. He conveniently chose a few nice angles to send to his wife. Returning to meet Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo was certain the man's bag had the smell of anesthetic. Before taking over the group, he got used to smelling these active ingredients. Jiu Luo wanted to change the observation spot because Suan and I had seen her sitting here all session. Seeing Jiu Luo picking out herbs, Yin Tuo ate them for her. Jiu Luo said in the hunter team, the dog family is the most numerous. All pungent smells disturb their sense of smell. So food never adds spices like chili, ginger, and herbs. However, old Jiang really liked eating ginger. Yin Tuo encouraged Jiu Luo that she would definitely save him. She also believed he would find his sister. Yin Tuo thought Jiu Luo was hugging to comfort him. Unexpectedly, she just opened the car door. On the way back from work, Suan and I felt someone following her. She turned back, seeing no one, hurriedly running home. Turns out Yin Tuo had caught the stalker. Jiu Luo checked his bag. Sure enough, there was anesthetic. She asked why follow Suan and I. He confessed Suan Ni's boyfriend hired him to drug then sleep with her. Chun Fu even calculated exactly his girlfriend's ovulation day. If Suan and I wasn't pregnant yet, next month would have to do it again. Yin Tuo warned him if he dared to touch Suan and I, he would certainly lose an arm. After Su and Ni's incident, Jiu Luo was even more sure of her speculation. She believed Lin Ling was exactly Lin Shiro's blood bag. Before adopting her, she had another blood bag. Yin Tuo remembered when small, he often went with his mother to his father's mining area. Mother often brought the dumplings father liked eating most. But that time a worker named Lier Go caused trouble, so he hid deep in the mine. Yin Tuo's father led many people down to search, but couldn't find him. A while after that, Lin Shiro came to his house. Yin Tuo's father introduced. She was Li Ergo's cousin. He suspected Li Ergo was exactly Lin Shiro's first-generation blood bag. If true, he was also Lin Ling's direct relative. Jiu Luo asked Yin Tuo to think of a breakup excuse. She wanted to use Chun Fu's phone to cut off relations with Suan and I. That way she would truly be safe. Jiu Luo heard Yin Tuo pouring out flowery words and guessed he was used to this. For the first time being relaxed entering Jiu Luo's house, Yin Tuo saw the campus was very beautiful. Sister Lu came out to welcome Jiu Luo, looking worriedly at her bandaged hand. Jiu Luo said she went up the mountain to take photos of some sculptures, so she stumbled and fell down. Luckily, Yin Tuo took her to the hospital in time. After showering, Jiu Luo saw her hand could move already. Just then, Sister Lu brought noodles up for the mistress. Yin Tuo, remember last time he came to get beaten, but this time got to eat noodles. Jiu Luo claimed she was generous, even inviting the culprit who broke the artwork back to the scene to eat noodles. Yin Tuo asked where Jiu Luo found Sister Lu, cooking even better than chef. Jiu Luo said the first time hiring a helper, she met Sister Lu, taking Yin Tuo over to see the diary cabinet. Jiu Luo specially allowed him to open a star. She wrote she was very happy winning a prize, and even slashed the car of a lecherous old man. Yin Tuo wondered, was Zhu Luo so fierce in childhood? She said she had no parents, so she had to appear hard to mess with. Yin Tuo asked if Zhu Luo had found someone who could take care of her yet. He wanted to imply himself, but she shook her head. Yin Tuo urged Zhu Luo quickly write today's diary. She was very happy returning home and getting to eat noodles with him. Zhu Luo taught Yin Tuo how to fold paper into a small star. Just then, Sister Lu came in to report she had finished cleaning the guest room for Yin Tuo. Bringing the stack of paper to the room, Yin Tuo imitated Zhu Luo writing today's diary. He thought if he couldn't become her support, then at least don't drag her into the whirlwind. On this side, Lin Shiro discovered an earth owl not yet uprooted had died. The culprit, namely Yu Ying, had run up to the ermine. Lin Shiro went to find Yu Ying to resolve the conflict from years ago. She remembered she was the first one to crawl up to the surface. But looking at the sunlight, Lin Shiro only felt fear. Even though she ate the miner to help her body stabilize gradually, even after learning to live in disguise, that fear still didn't disappear. However, when Lin Shiro witnessed Liu Ying transform successfully, she immediately felt reassured, because finally she was no longer an outlier in this world. Lin Shiro apologized because at that time she lacked experience, so she hurriedly fed Liu Ying an unhealthy blood bag and didn't leave a next generation. The Earth Owls uprooted at the same time as Yu Ying all couldn't survive. Liu Ying remembered bringing a half-dead body, tinkering with Lin Shiro on the uprooting method. However, the later generations, healthy and long-lived, looked at her with pitying eyes. They considered her just like a semi-finished product. Until Liu Ying witnessed her own kind executing Go Yin, she regretted coming to this world. Because this was not the human realm, but exactly hell. Early morning, Zhu Luo saw Yin Tuo had left. He left a message saying he had to go handle pending work. Sister Lu reported Yin Tuo bought a therapy machine for Zhu Luo. Just then, Uncle Shi called to ask about Zhu Luo. She heard him say he wanted to renovate the attic, so she told him to wait for her to come get some stuff first. After a period of researching ancient books, Ma Tuo read a strange record, and it wrote Wu Wang meat was usually mixed in the green earth layer. The purest meat was transparent like jade and even glowed at night. Long ago, a hunting dog ate Wu Wang meat, then ate a rabbit too. After dying suddenly, the hunting dog turned into a strange beast, like a dog, but also like a rabbit. Xing guessed Wu Wang meat could fuse two species into one. Ma Tuo read the Nanshan County Annals recording. Wu Wang meat could be eaten forever without running out. It helped nourish vitality, prolonging lifespan. The emperor sought the method of eternal youth, so he ordered the turban-wrapped army to enter Nanshan. They used the name of hunters exterminating earth owls, removing harm for the people. Coming to meet Xing Shun, Zhu Luo handed Chun Fu over to him. She speculated earth owls wanting to transform needed human nutrients. The targeted subjects were called blood bags, but blood bags were selected strictly. Each generation must have a direct blood relation. If not, the earth owl would be considered eating indiscriminately. They lived with the blood bags to control them. However, Zhu Luo still didn't know the key that started the owls turning into humans. At the shipyard, Xianghei's subordinates found Chun Fu's car. They fished it up, discovering Han Guan's body in the trunk. Because the car sank underwater too long, Xianghei couldn't investigate any traces. But Lin Shiro recognized the wound on the top of Han Guan's skull was exactly Feng Dao's work. Coming to meet old Jiang, Lin Shiro remembered he once said Feng Dao was dead, yet Han Guan just fell under a blade. Old Jiang thought earth owls were always a type of fierce bird. Owl chicks ate their mothers, so they were ordered to be exterminated by the emperor. So from ancient times until now, they were beaten by everyone, considered as scum. Lin Shiro asked Xianghei, was she heartless and ungrateful? Xianghei knew Sister Lin did everything so her kind could see the sunlight, sending the video torturing old Jiang. Xianghei forced the Nanshan hunter team to bring Feng Dao to exchange for the person. The two asked Xing Shun what to do now. Xing Shun told everyone not to act rashly, wait for him to return. Seeing old Jiang being tortured, Zhu Luo blamed herself for not dealing cleanly with Han Guan. She guessed Lin Shiro intentionally provoked them to trap the whole Nanshan hunter team in one go. So in this battle, the two of us will fight swiftly and lightly. In the middle of the night, breaking into the stone garden, each person dealt with one gatekeeper. Zhu Luo closed her eyes, hitting according to Xing Shun's precise guidance. One guy begged for mercy, confessing Xianghei had taken a hostage elsewhere. Hearing news, Nanshan hunters broke into the strange stone garden. Lin Shiro suspected there was a traitor inside, because first Han Guan and Chun Fu went missing. Now old Zhang's whereabouts were also exposed. Calling Yin Tuo back, Lin Shiro congratulated her nephew for signing the contract with Boss Meng. She wondered if Yin Tuo went to Heyang to meet an online friend. Yin Tuo said he met her on a dating app. Lin Shiro agreed for him to enjoy the immediate pleasures. She asked Yin Tuo to take Fengmi out for fun. Just then Yin Tuo received news that old Jiang was in trouble, taking Fengmi to stretch her muscles. Yin Tuo said the most comfortable thing in the world was nothing other than wiping the car clean bit by bit with his own hands. He took the chance when Fengmi wasn't paying attention. Hurriedly texting Jiu Luo, he promised to reply to her in a bit, knowing Fengmi was monitoring him. Yin Tuo had to use the excuse of going to the bathroom. He reported to Jiu Luo that Lin Shiro ordered someone to guard him. Yin Tuo pressed the voice message, inviting Fengmi to eat at Mucheng restaurant. He asked her to reserve seat number 4 that he usually sat in. Inviting the manager to Mucheng restaurant, Jiu Luo chose the seat right behind Yin Tuo. She pretended to say to the manager that she went to the stone garden, but as a result returned empty-handed. Yin Tuo said the staff had taken the wine glass away. Jiu Luo thought we could pull everyone on the list, but Yin Tuo feared eating raw beef was too risky. Jiu Luo had a very trustworthy friend who would connect the two to get acquainted. Going to meet Xing Shun. Jiu Luo handed him documents about Earth Owls. She wanted to capture them as hostages to exchange for old Jiang. Xing Shun wanted to meet Yin Tuo once before acting. Jiu Luo agreed to be the bridge for the two to meet, but if Xing Shun didn't trust him, she would carry out a separate plan with Yin Tuo. Calling Xing Shun, Yin Tuo reported he was under surveillance, so meeting face-to-face was very difficult. But he affirmed he shared the same goal as the Nanshan hunters. Xing Shun set an appointment for Yin Tuo to come to Han Lin to meet to make him trust, waiting for Lin Ling to return.